Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Mr. Jones.
Today we're going to use models to explore the meaning of multiplication. What is this word? Kamaya?
Array.
Array. Do you know what an array is?
Array is something that has rows and columns.
An array is something that has rows and columns that are of the same length or that are equal. All right? We will learn a lot about that particular word today in today's lesson. The goal of today's lesson is to multiply numbers in order to find the product. I'm going to pass out a handout. I want you to take a few seconds and I want you to look at it and tell me what it is that you see, what you observe about the different pictures. Alright, so I want you to, with your partner, discuss what you observed in the pictures. What do you notice about it? Each picture. What do you notice? Okay. Who would like to share? Lawrence and Kamaya? Alright.
All of them are arrays, and all of them have rows and columns.
They all have rows and columns and they're all arrays. Good job. Quincy, Kamara, you want to add to that? Okay, the same thing? Alright, good. Alright, so these are all examples of arrays as Kamaya just told us. An array, as we said, is when objects or symbols displayed in rows and columns of the same length. They're all of the same length. So look at the array of chairs. There are 4 rows and 5 columns. Let's look at the array of chairs. There are 4 rows and 5 columns. Knowing the number of rows and columns can help us to quickly determine how many chairs are there in all. So to get the total, I can multiply 4 times 5, or I can do repeated addition and say 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, which will give us the product of 20. Good job. So remember, we learned about that word when we were learning multiplication. Good. So let's look at the worksheet again. What do you observed about the egg cart? Kamara?
They have two columns, no, 2 rows and 6 columns.
They have 2 rows and 6 columns. Good. All right. Now, who can go to the board? Can you go to the board, Quincy, and write that multiplication sentence up there for us? Okay, Quincy, what was the product? Good job, Quincy. You told us that 2 times 6 equals 12. Is he correct?
Yes.
Yes, he is correct. Now you will have an opportunity to create your own arrays. However, I'm going to model for you first. We're looking for the product of 12. So I'm going to arrange these connecting cubes in an array with the product of 12. So I'm going to use Quincy's example. Quincy told us there were 2 rows and 6 columns. So let's count 1, 2, and how many should we have going across? 6. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, let's go to the next row.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good. So we have 2 times 6, and let's check to see if we have the right product. Let's count by 2.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Are we correct?
Yes.
Good. Now I'm going to arrange these connecting cubes and make another array, but I'm going to have the same product of 12. However, I'm going to have 3 rows and 4 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So with this, we know that 3 times 4 equals what?
12.
12. It's still the same product. Now, what I want for you to do is take your connecting cubes, make an array, but I still want the same product that we're using. We want the same product of 12. And what I forgot to do was write down 3 times 4 equals 12. 3 rows, 4 columns equals 12. Two rows, 2 times 6 is 12, good. Actually, Quincy, let's do this. Yeah, you fixed that. 6 times 2. It'll be, yes, good, Quincy. I'm glad you caught that. Good, Quincy. 12 times 1. Good, Lawrence. Good job, Kamaya. Good job, Camara. High five. Everyone did an awesome job. All right. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to break into groups. So if you're with Group A, you're going to stay here and work with connecting cubes. If you're in Group B, you're going to play a game, an activity. And if you're in Group C, you're going to have an activity at the Promethean board. All right. Okay. So now we're going to do something similar to the previous activities. So instead of 12 connectors, you now have 24 cube connectors. So I want you to create 2 different arrays with a product of 24. All right, everybody understand that?
Yes.
Once you create your 2 arrays, I want you to illustrate them on your paper. Is that clear?
Yes.
All right, you may begin. Don't forget to write your multiplication sentence once you're done. You're done. Good job. So what you can do is put it evenly all across. Go ahead and leave it like it is. So go ahead and put your 2. So how many are you missing? So go ahead.
2 more.
All right, so can you take them from here? All right, go ahead and take them from here. Then make sure it's all even. Well, I think you may have made a mistake up in here somewhere, so double check. So let's do this. Make sure that all lines, I think if you did like that, you'll probably come out better. illustration, that right there, I want you to put it right here. So you can just model, I want you to illustrate. This. Oh, good job. You're creating an element. Good job. Group B, we're going to play a game called I Have, Who Has. So if you see it, it says I have 32, which means we have 8 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 4 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so which means 4 times 8 equals 32. Then I would say, who has 4 times 4? That means 4 rows and 4 columns. All right, so we know that 4 times 4 equals 16. Good, mental math, good job. Now, you ready? I'm going to pass everyone 3 cards. And then I will start off the game. Don't turn them over until I ask you to now. All right, you can turn them over. Okay, I have 32. 8 rows, 4 columns. Who has 4 times 4? Double check.
I have 4 times 4.
Okay, Quincy.
4 times 4. That's right at the top. I have 16. Who has 7 times 3?
So that means how many rows?
7 rows
Good.
and 3 columns.
7 rows and 3 columns. Good job. 7 rows and 3 columns. And if you need to use a marker to help you out, it's okay. Okay. 7 rows, 3 columns. Yeah, let's make the rows smaller, baby, like that.
I have 21.
Good job. All right. Go ahead, baby.
Who has 8 times 8?
So that means how many rows?
8 rows.
And how many columns?
8.
8. Check to see if you have 8 rows and 8 columns, baby, before you do that.
I have 64.
Good job. All right, go ahead, Lawrence.
Who has 3 times 6?
3 rows, 6 columns.
I have 18.
Okay.
Who has 6 times 7?
I have 6 times. I have 42. Who has 3 times 3? 3 rows, 3 columns. Okay, Camara, on Promethean board today, we're going to play Number Spawn, the multiplication game. And if you like, you can use the dry erase board to illustrate the arrays of the arrays, okay? All right, so need any help? Let me know at least right here. times 2. Eight times 2, baby. How many rows do you have? How many columns do you have? So if you have 8 times 2, you should have how many rows?
2.
Think about that. 8 times 2. You should have how many rows? 8 times 2. How many rows should you have?
2 rows.
8 times 2. How many rows should you have?
8 and
8 rows and how many columns?
2.
Good. You have, now that's 3 columns. You should have how many?
2.
Good. Good. All right, so let's wrap up today's lesson. Right now, I would like for you to turn to your partner and explain and discuss one thing that you've learned about using arrays today.
I learned that using arrays is quicker. I learned that to find the product, you have to use the array.
Good. All right. So let me get one person to share what they learned today. Just one person. Lars, you want to share? Good. Go ahead.
I learned that arrays have to use multiplication.
Okay, you can use arrays to do multiplication. Good job. All right. One other person want to add to that? All right, Kamaria.
Using the arrays is quicker.
Using arrays is quicker. All right, good job. All right, so now I'm going to pass out your exit ticket. And with your exit ticket, I'm going to give you a card. All right, it's going to have your multiplication sentence on it. With your exit ticket, for instance, let's say someone has 5 times 5. I want you to write 5 times 5 blank. And then move to number 2, and this is where I want you to illustrate your multiplication sentence using arrays. So, 5 rows, 5 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then I want you to come up with the total of the array. So it's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So we know that 5 times 5 and the product is
25.
25. Does everyone understand that?
Yes.
All right, so when you get your paper, don't forget to put your name and your date on your exit ticket. Am I clear?
Yes.